Coming up on the Uplift, a small Minnesota business receives one of the biggest honors. What has people talking about Afro Deli? Then, an expressive outlet and a way to help. How a new Twin Cities magazine is supporting people who are struggling with substance abuse. And a new place for you to shop. Why one woman's dream come true is a win for other women who look just like her. Welcome to the Uplift. In this digital series, we're going to be sharing some of our favorite stories that we hope put a smile on your face. It's our goal for you to sit back and hopefully we can lift your spirits for at least the next 30 minutes, hopefully for a lot longer. I'm Susan Elizabeth Littlefield. Thank you so much for being with us. A Minnesota restaurant just received a huge honor. Abdurrahman Kahin is the owner of Afro Deli and Grill. He was recognized as Small Business Person of the Year by President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, made a special trip to the deli's St. Paul location. He met with Kahin and his staff and saw the work behind the success of the business. Kahin is a Somali American who immigrated to the U.S. in 1996.
It's just been so inspiring to meet him and the team and to see what can be done. It's the American dream. It's the American success story.
If you love dogs, you'll want to take a look at this next story. Burnsville police made quite the rescue. The officers at Animal Control responded to a call where a car was returned with unexpected passengers, a mama dog and 14 pups. After no one came to claim the dogs, the officers adopted 5 of them, so now they are an official part of the Burnsville police family. And man, aren't they cute? There's a new magazine based right here in the Twin Cities, and as I learned, it's what the creators all have in common that makes it so unique.
At the end of the day, I personally don't think we should overcomplicate this event.
A room full of artists focused on a heavy subject.
So that would lead me to really wanting a variety of submissions with a variety of substances. Right. Getting more than meth in the book.
Everyone in the South Minneapolis circle has a story to bring to the table. Jesse, a southern Minnesota native, was a photography major in college. Andrews, from rural Iowa, he was a theater major.
So creativity has always been fostered in my family. I ended up going to college for theater and then found so much passion in playwriting and becoming a storyteller. Even in my childhood, I was telling so many imaginative stories.
Amidst the stillness of the pandemic, with their creative outlets closed, their energy went to some dark places.
So I was by myself in a new city and couldn't go anywhere. So I kind of got into the drug scene there and lost myself for a bit.
The pandemic happened, wasn't working, and just really fell away from creativity, and substance use kind of took hold and kind of distracted me. I was escaping from life.
And finally, enough was enough.
It was a lot of waking up to the fact that I was miserable out there, like I just wasn't having a good time anymore.
My meth use was starting to mimic mental illness, and a dear friend of mine was like, "You're not well, and I think you need to seek help."
Both of them did, and joined this circle of sobriety and strength. They quickly connected, quickly collaborated.
We had so many creative juices flowing in that conversation, and we realized that we had similar ideas. And so that was really kind of when I realized, I was like, okay, maybe this is somebody who will actually take this seriously and we can do it.
And this is what they did. They call it a collaboration of substance familiar creatives. It's called The Highly Favored Magazine, full of photography, poetry, and candid interviews on recovery options, all from people who get it.
There are some really talented people in active use, active abuse, or who have chosen recovery.
Aaron Joshua, a Blaine native, is one of them.
I've struggled with addiction since 2002. And so my journey in recovery has been a lot.
He knows the power of creativity. Amidst it all, it was a college professor who ignited his passion, ignited his hope.
His name is Mr. Courteau, and he pulled me aside one day, and he's like, "Don't ever quit writing. You're definitely a poet." I don't want to cry. And so I took that and ran with it. And here you are. And here I am today, yes.
Now he's a newly featured magazine writer, and he read a bit for us.
Running away, far away, to only be sinking in quicksand. I can see your beautiful inner beast. How the thought of you is so bright blue. Your skin as soft as the morning dew.
His poem is amongst a bounty of content in Highly Favored's first official issue.
Here where I was and where I'm sitting right now is kind of surreal for me. Like, less than a year, you can turn things around just by like having a common purpose or something to get out of bed for is really important, I think, on the road to recovery.
I finally have a life I don't want to escape from anymore. I really want to be present, and presence is really important in my recovery.
Thanks in large part to this publication with a purpose. What is your hope, your dream for this?
I mean, ultimately, I think we really want to save lives.
A new store is fulfilling a need for women in the Cottage Grove area. Take a look at why this beauty-themed business is doing more than just improving people's looks. The storefront sits about 30 minutes southwest of the Twin Cities. It's the town LaShonda McGowan and her 3 kids call home.
It's not too fast, it's not too slow paced, it's just, everybody is just down to earth here in Cottage Grove, and that's why I like it out here.
But there was something she didn't like.
When I go shopping for myself for beauty supplies, literally there are stores that only have a shelf this big for us, for the African American community. And it's frustrating because then we have to drive to St. Paul just to get basic needs met for our hair.
And you shouldn't have to drive 30 minutes.
No, we shouldn't. I couldn't wait around for somebody else to do it, and I knew I had to do it. And this came to me real strong as the new year was beginning.
So she made this vision board, and she made a plan. Weeks later, she left her job as an x-ray tech, cashed in her savings, and leased this space inside a salon. But you made this happen quick.
Yeah. I surprised myself even.
Ebony Queen Beauty Supply is up and running. And now, the 2,000 Black residents of Cottage Grove can shop local.
People will come out here and be like, wow, I didn't know you were here, and oh, I'm so glad you're here, so now we don't have to go to St. Paul. I've gotten a lot of that, we don't have to go to St. Paul line.
And now the town where she lives feels even more like home. Vision boards work.
Yeah, it most definitely does.
We are.
Yes.
An easy and free way to heal. Why you may want to start giving forest therapy a try. That's up next.